So I'm doing a bonus round of what I'm listening to this year. I already listened to a Van Morrison album earlier, so I'm not going to do two. I'm not going to count this towards my 365 albums this year. But I did want to talk about this album because I've been thinking about it and listening to it ever since I listened to it a few days ago. So this album was recommended to me by my friend Richard, and he's been like knocking it out of the park with like great albums that I've just pretty much loved all of them. So thank you for that, Richard. Sometimes when I'm listening to these albums, it takes like days, if it's an album I really like, to like sink my teeth into it and like digest it and sit with it, and then I'll go back and revisit the songs I like. I mean, this album took me probably a week of listening to it every day to like decide, okay, what songs do I actually really love? Because I do love Van Morrison. I've been a big fan of him for years, but a lot of his earlier work I haven't gone through, and this is one of those albums that I'm just really glad I listened to, and I need to continue on that journey with Van Morrison because everything that I've heard of this era I love, and there's still so many more albums. I just really love his use of horns. I love his piano. I love the way he sings, the lyrics. There's just so much happening that's good here. And this album was great. Okay, so I'm gonna get into the tracks that I liked. It came out in 1979. There's 12 songs on it. I would have to say hands down my favorite track, like given the fact that I've like had some breathing time with this, but the one that I keep listening to that I absolutely love is called And the Healing Has Begun. Yeah, that song just, it's so beautiful. There's just something about the way he composes things and the melodies and the way he sings. It's so touching. Like, it just moves my heart. And I'm such a romantic when I listen to albums. I mean, I really try to connect with them in that way, but it's easy with his music. I was getting ready to come back to California from Ireland when I was listening to that song, and I was walking to the gym, and it was playing. It was such a beautiful sunny day, and I just a little sentimental because leaving Ireland is always a little bit hard for me, even though California is my home and I always know I'm gonna have a great time. I always get a little bit sad when I have to leave, and I feel like that song was a perfect song to listen to just kind of remind me of like Ireland and what I'm coming back to, and it had such a great feeling about it. I also really loved the alternate version of Troubadour. I loved Angelou. You Make Me Feel So Free was also a really beautiful song. And also It's All in the Game. So those are my highlights of this album. Loved it. Thank you, Richard, for the recommendation.